Okay.
My name's Eldon. I'm recording this morning for one simple reason. I have found some relief by coming to see Dr. Scharnberg, and I'd like to share my story with you this morning. Approximately 3 years ago, I had some life situations that occurred. After 30-some years, I had lost a job that I was very proud of. 2 of our 3 children had some medical issues that required hospitalization. We have aging parents. My body responded in some inflammation, what turned out to be swelling of my prostate. Blood tests confirmed that I did not have any sign of cancer situation. But the swelling was extremely uncomfortable and interrupted my life drastically, to the point where urination at nighttime was anywhere getting up 3 to 5 times in a night. And I adopted some small 1-foot square pieces of plywood that I literally set on wherever I went, regardless whether I was attempting to ride in a vehicle, whether I was at the office or church or attempting to be at a social event. Went to traditional doctors seeking relief. It was confirmed that I had a prostate that was very large. In fact, it was called huge by several doctors. But no medication, no traditional medication it seemed to affect the size of my prostate. Meanwhile, the ramifications of virtually no sleep and my irritability was through the roof. My wonderful wife stuck with me throughout this time, and we had tried multiple things, and we always had this card in the back pocket to come see Dr. Scharnberg, because we knew that he had been doing prostate massage, and I was very interested in that. I said I was here because I wanted to hopefully help someone find relief. My struggle, my mistake was that I waited 3 years to come here when I should have come here first rather than last. This was literally my last resort. In November of this past year, I went to Hayes on a trip and had to stop multiple times on the way out to Hayes from Wichita, and then was literally up 5 to 6 times both nights, and I just drew a line and said, that's it. My wife and I came in and had consultation with the doctor, and he put forth a plan. His commitment was very strong up front. His willingness to come in both on his day off and on Saturdays to help me get started in this treatment was something that I am very grateful for and appreciate highly at this point. Doctor said something in the first day of treatment that I'll never forget, and he says, in the near future we will be able to do this treatment and you will feel no pain. The first time we had a treatment, I had tears rolling down my eyes because it was so painful and I was in such bad shape. Within a week, a doctor asked me to give up my pieces of plywood that I'd been sitting on, and I reluctantly did so. He said, you're not going to need these anymore. And I gave up those pieces of plywood. I had a trip planned to go to Chicago towards the end of November. I made that trip. It wasn't all a bed of roses, but I made that trip. Had another trip scheduled for business in December, and I made that trip also, and Christmas was much more enjoyable. My care and my health allowed me to get my life back. Now I don't take the pieces of plywood anymore. I don't take medications for this situation. Last night I slept through the night. I don't do that every night. Sometimes I get up once a night, but if many nights I am now sleeping through the night. We are moving towards more of a maintenance schedule. Originally we were meeting together and doing treatment 5 times a week. We're now to the point where we're doing treatment 2 times a week. and look forward to perhaps one time a week, maybe headed to once a month in a maintenance mode if that's what my body responds to. If my wife was here today, she would attest, I hope, that I'm a more pleasant person through the fact that I am getting sleep and I'm not walking around in pain on a day-to-day basis. I also feel like my performance at work is getting back to almost normal, and I take great pride in my work and not only being a husband and father, but working hard at work. So just having your health allows you to work at a level and perform at a level that you can be proud of. So many thanks to Dr. Scharnberg and his staff, and I just hope that in some small way that my testimony will allow you to perhaps make a decision to make a change in your life and not wait 3 years, that you go ahead and make this step for your own health. Thanks for your time.